Hello and welcome to KitchenCounterCrafts. If you like this video, would you please like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right, so today I have for you pens that are $20 or less. And stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to show you some tips and ways to get some of these pens for even cheaper. So hang out with me, if you will, towards the end. But before we go into any kind of a pen comparison, I want to mention the winner of the giveaway for the Apricot Achot ink and the lovely gift box that it comes in, and that is Mixed Drinks 8100. So if you will, just actually message me at my Gmail address, and I'm going to just give you the information. I'm going to reply back to your comments in the original ink video. So if you're watching, would you please let me know? By the way, you have 48 hours to reply back, and if not, I will be forced to pick another winner, and that's just a part of the rules that I had stated in the previous video. So hope you're watching today. All right, so with that, I wanted to go through and share, because a lot of times people are like, hey, I'm just starting. I don't want to, if you talk to them about like a TWSBI Eco and you're saying, oh yeah, it's not that expensive of a pen, and they ask you and you're like, well, $35, $37, and they kind of freak out on you because of that. So I won't even tell them about the $250 or $300 pens that I have. But we're going to just start at the very beginning part. So this is a Noodler's Charlie. It is an absolute no frills pen. And this is actually a darling pen that works for me. I don't think a lot of people like it just because it is literally bare bones and has like nothing that's going on in it. It's super easy to see. It's got a nib, a feed, and it is eyedroppered, so you just put the ink in there and go. And the pen is actually free. Now it's not entirely free, but it is free, and it comes with the Heart of Darkness ink bottle. So the ink bottle is, oh gosh, I think it's like 20 to 25 US dollars at the time of filming this video. So a free pen with it is great. And the beautiful part is that ink bottle has an eyedropper, and so you just fill this, and it's just great. It's great for sketching. I just kind of have it filled. This one is not filled right now because I just finally cleaned it out after years of not cleaning and just refilling. So anyway, bear with me in that. And yes, it's totally stained, but I don't really care. It's gonna get filled right back with Heart of Darkness after just even this video. The next one is the Platinum Preppy, and the Preppy it looks all plasticky. It is wonderful, and it comes with a ink cartridge. If you are new to fountain pens, don't throw this away. You can actually refill it with ink, and you can reuse it. The other thing you can do with the Preppy is the same thing as the Heart of Darkness. You can actually fill this up with ink, put a little silicone grease on the threads here, and then you can utilize your Preppy. I have inks in my Platinum Preppy that are like harder, so to speak, on other pens. Inks that are heavily sheening, heavy, like a platinum carbon, where it's going to leave some deposits. I save those for my Platinum Preppies, and I have no issues with that. Plus, it doesn't scare me then if I just kind of forget about a troublesome ink. And troublesome, I mean, like, it's just harder to clean it out of a pen, and this is like no problems. The Platinum Preppy is anywhere, I've purchased them for about $7 to $10 at the time of filming this video. So all the prices I'm going to give you is at the time of filming this video, which is November of 2025. Next on my list is the Pilot Kakuno. I adore this pen. I adore it. You're gonna see that the pen is very bare bones. It doesn't even have a clip. Like this has a clip. You can clip it to your pen bag. That has a clip, and you can clip those. But the Kakuno has no clip, but it does have a roll stop. So it's not like rolling off your desk. Plus it's faceted, so it's pretty great. Now the Kakuno, just want to show you why I adore this pen. It has a smiley face nib. I mean, come on, you need one of these. It's just cute as a button. And so this one, I have a squeeze converter, and that goes like that. That does not come with this pen. That actually comes with another pen that I can show you. And so it came off of my Metropolitan, and I have it on here. In fact, I need to kind of put a note on that one. All right, great nib. That nib also can be swapped with the Metropolitan. It's the same exact nib, but I want to keep the happy face nib in the Kakuno where it belongs. Adorable, 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 and a great writer. That pen is going to cost you about $15. All right, next one up, and I have this from free going up to the most expensive, is the Pelican Twist. And so you can see it's got it looks like it's been twisted. Now, it's actually a snap cap. It has a triangular grip on it. Now, some people hate that. But I like it because I tend to turn my wrist in, especially as I get tired. I'll just start turning, and this prevents that from happening and gives you a very nice tripod grip, and that's why it is actually used for school children. But it's just a really good pen. You will have to buy a converter for it. You can buy cartridges just like the one that I had in the Preppy, not a platinum one though, that won't work. Pelican has their own cartridges that you can put in here. And again, it's about $15 US. So you can put a cartridge in this one, and this one. Not in this one, that is eyedropper only, and that is the Noodler's Charlie. Okay, next on my list, and you can see kind of how big, small they are, just when they're capped. Next on my list is the same exact pen. This is the same one. This is called the Kaweco Perkeo. Almost blanked out there for a minute on the name. And this is just a demonstrator, which means it's completely clear, see-through. And then this is the black one. I just wanted to bring this one so that you could see it's actually a fairly quality pen for the price. It is a $20 pen. It also has a faceted grip. You can see that it's got a place that you can hold on to it. And the reason why is, guess what? This is also a school pen, and it takes cartridges, super easy, and I think you can use standard international ones in there. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. I just used that one that came with the pen. And this one, I have a converter in it, and that holds a lot more ink. You can also see better in a demonstrator how much ink you have, also which color ink you have. This has the apricot achot in it, by the way. It does not have a roll stop, but as you can tell, it's not, well, I mean, I guess it can roll off your desk. Never you mind, because I was thinking about this one. This one is not going to roll off your desk because it stops rolling there. So no roll stop on that one. This one is not going to roll. This one has a clip, etc., etc. All right, I'm going to take that one out, and I'm going to give you a size comparison on those. So this is right at 5.2 inches. That one is right at 5.5. That's even bigger at about 5.6. This one is smaller, right at the same height as this one. Yep, sure is. And then this one's the longest at almost 6 inches. But you can't really tell because you have to uncap them. And we're going to see that the Charlie is right outside of 4.5 inches. I hope you can see that. Yep. Okay, you can. Great. There we go. And then the Preppy is actually, that's next in price. So the Preppy is just a little bit larger than the Charlie, but still under 5 inches. Then comes the Pelican Twist, even larger. So if you have larger hands, you might want to invest in something just a tad bit bigger, just because it's not as comfortable. Also, you want to take a look at the grip and how large that is. All of these seem to be similar. This one, the Noodler's Charlie, is a very slim and a slender little pen. I think that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. So, all right, free, again, 7 to 10 US dollars, about $15, but a heck of a wonderful pen. And then the Pelican Twist, about $15. And then the Kaweco Perkeo, isn't that cool? The feed also shows the color of the ink. Kind of love that. All right, so I am just gonna add a couple more pens here. And I know this is not less than 20. So this is the part of the video. If you don't want to go above 20, you can pretty much stop watching now, except stay tuned because I'm going to tell you how to get it a little bit cheaper. But if you want to go up just a bit, this is also a Kaweco, and that's a Kaweco Sport. It's a pocket pen. It's just adorable. You can write with it small, or it becomes a regular size pen, and that is about $25. And then one of my favorites for beginners or anyone else is the Pilot Metropolitan. That's the one that I took the squeeze converter out of. You can interchange a lot of things about that. The reason why I like this is because it has a metal body. So it's got a metal body, a cap that will post, and just a really nice looking pen with a clip. You can't beat the quality. The other thing is, like, if you're sitting in a, I don't know, like an office meeting or an interview, you could take out a pen like this and it looks fairly decent. Take out a pen like that, looks really nice. If you take out a pen like this, they're gonna ask you, like, are you writing with a marker? I think. But that's just my opinion on that. Another pen, now these two are about 25-ish, 27 now maybe. So this one is the TWSBI Eco, and it's about $37. And I love this pen. It is pretty much always inked. Again, I'm doing some deep cleaning on my pens, taking them apart and really making sure that they're cleaned. This one had not been cleaned for about 3 years. And so this one and Charlie are pretty much almost always inked. So if that is something you want to do, is go up the ladder a little bit more, get something that is, I don't know if I want to say something more durable other than the metal on this one. People kind of beg to differ. They say that the acrylic will crack. I've had this for, oh goodness, I think 10, maybe a little over 10 years, and it's great. I throw it in the bag. I do all kinds of stuff. So, all right, now comes the moment that I promised you about hanging out with me so that you can find out how to get these just a tad bit cheaper. The first thing I'm going to encourage you to do, there we go. That's a lot of twisting. I'm going to encourage you to join a pen club. So take a look around your area and see if you can join a pen club, especially if you're new to the hobby. And people will have their entry-level pens and they will be getting rid of them. Or they might just let you borrow them or use them if you want to do something like that. I bring my entry-level pens all the time to pen club because we have newbies coming all the time and they want to ask about, like, what pen do you recommend? What do you use? So I kind of go through and say, here are the ones that I would recommend, especially just starting out. And you can kind of practice and check it out. I mean, this Platinum Preppy, it's a wonderful pen, especially for those of us who sketch and draw and just want to throw a pen into a bag and kind of throw it in there and forget about it. And So I know that the Lamy Safari is also another pen that probably needs to be here, but it will be more around the cost of these. Maybe I need to do another video that's like 25 and above. I may do that. So stay tuned for that. But that's one way to get a pen that's cheaper. A lot of times they're selling them. They'll be selling them for less than what you would purchase them for. Another way to do that is to buy it used, and that would be off of eBay, or you can check, I think there's like goodwill.com and other auction sites that you might be able to purchase some fountain pens that are used. Also, don't forget like Mercari or some of the other used sites. I have not used Mercari, but goodness, I've been really tempted because they've had several pens that have showed up for really good prices, and then I kind of hemmed and hawed and then they disappeared. So I don't want to say no to other pen sites. Also, believe it or not, Facebook Marketplace may also have some pens that you could purchase, and sometimes they'll even come with inks. On eBay, don't forget to check for inks. Sometimes people will be selling an ink and they will throw a Charlie in or a Preppy in or something along those lines as well. And then the last place to get really good pens is a pen show. So take a look and see what is the pen show that's closest to you and go there. I purchased the Perkeo used. I purchased a TWSBI Go used. I purchased a TWSBI Swipe and TWSBI Eco and an ALR. I've purchased all kinds of pens that are used at pen shows for a fraction of the cost. So those are some tips on where you can go. Even for beginner pens that are not that expensive, you can still get a good deal if you just are patient. I think that's the biggest thing. And if all else fails, order one online and see. A lot of places have a return policy, and so if you hate it, you can return it. So those are some ways that you can try out. But whatever you do, try out a variety of different pens and see what you like. And I'm going to just tell you, on some of these pens, yes, they're beginner and I still use them. I have them inked all the time. And again, like I said, I have pens that range. They're, they go up from here, and may your hobby take you up from here as well. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I love to chat about pens, about inks, and whatever you've got on your mind, especially pen and ink related. So with that, see you at the next video. And again, congratulations to the giveaway winner. I'm so excited for you. See you next time. Bye.